Oh god, now he's doing tier lists. So yeah, I wanted to copy TKspence, okay? I rewatched his tier list video recently, and I did a tier list myself, but I did it on stream, and while I could find that stream and just cut that tier list like section and upload it, I'm not gonna do that, Slam. So instead, I'm going to be doing a video on it. Again, now this is about the games I have played, and it's a shameful thing to admit I have not played all the Iron Man games. I know it's a crime that the guy that runs the Green Nation United Discord server hasn't completed every Iron Man game. I know, but this is going to be over all the games I played that are notable enough to put onto this tier list. Some games I have played and I just didn't think of them, and they aren't going to be on this list. Iron Man 2 Game Boy Color will be on this list though, don't you worry. I got stuff to say about that. So, kicking things off, Air Attack 2, okay? Air Attack 2 it's a fine game, okay? It's just not as needed as Air Attack 1, aka Air Combat. It's not very technically impressive. I'm mainly gonna be talking about the PS2 version, even though the image uses the PS1 version. I just realized that. It's not technically very impressive, okay? I know the PS2 can handle big environments with a bunch of moving pieces on it, okay? We all know that. If you don't know that, then clearly you clicked on the wrong video, and let me put a fucking trending video of Jimmy Fallon saying something funny in the top right. But Air Attack 2, it's probably a bit C, maybe B tier, low B probably. It has the thing that all Air Attack games suffer with. It's that they're really fucking easy besides the last level. The last level is absurdly hard. And it's really just, the cutscenes are fun. That's the reason why it's in B tier, not C tier. It has a bunch of cutscenes to it that are pretty fun and notable, okay? Alright, moving on, not on to Air Tactics or Operation Green, the Soldiers of Misfortune. Now, I know TK put it in like B or C tier. I'm gonna be honest, it is absolutely a cash grab. It should have never been made, but I do have to admit that if you play it on the Wii, the pointer control is pretty goddamn fun, as well as the fact that the DS version is also a little bit fun. It's not completely worthless. There is a game that will go here into F tier, but it's not Soldiers of Misfortune, okay? And one thing I want to mention, banger fucking name. Soldier of Misfortune is such a great name, and it's wasted on this, okay? Now, I haven't played enough of Team Assault to rank it. I have played the first level. It's fun. The frame rate on it is horrific. Like, Jesus Christ. Team Assault, it seems fine. I haven't played enough of it. I played the first level. I can't judge it completely. It seems fun. It's a cool concept. The frame rate is horrific. Please, why did they make that for the PS1? It should have been a PS2 game, okay? Iron Man 1. I think that's an easy A tier. It is not a perfect game. Not even close to a perfect game. There's a lot of things about Iron Man 1 that just drive me nuts and make me want to pull out my hair. I am not good at these real-time tactic games, okay? But Iron Man 1 has so many things to it that just drive me nuts and make absolutely no sense. The bazooka in that game is worthless against tanks, but it's honestly a pretty good way of dispersing groups of soldiers, which is not at all what a bazooka is used for. Thankfully, by the time Iron Man 2 came around, they got all of their shit together. Iron Man 2 is such a perfect fucking game to me, okay? I love Iron Man 2. I'm gonna probably replay it this Iron Man March and April. It has so much charm in the cutscenes. The cutscenes are very rewatchable. And very charming. I think the only like bad thing I can say about it is like the level where you infiltrate fucking, oh god, my mind's blanking on the bad guy's name. Mylar. God, that's embarrassing. The level where you infiltrate Milo's fortress and destroy like the thing that shoots fucking golf balls that nuke countries, that level is very weak, okay? It is a very weak level. And even like the level where you go through the forest and like zombies pop out of the ground, I can barely remember anything about that level. Like that level is also very weak. Kind of the whole like ending to it could have used some work. I mean, the actual ending where you fight Mylar, it's very easy, but it's still pretty good. But like the rest of that level is also kind of weak. I think that last act there is a little weak, but besides that, Iron Man 2 is goated, okay? There's so much going there that I absolutely adore. And yeah, Iron Man 3D. Iron Man 3D is the most polished PS1 game, as TKspence said. I think it is probably low S, high A. I am also not the best Iron Man 3D. I haven't played like, I've beaten it. Don't worry, I've beaten it. I'm not gonna say I haven't beaten it before, but fucking, I haven't played it over and over again like most people. And then so enemies kind of pop out of places I don't expect, but other people do. And I die in a lot of ways I feel are kind of cheap because of that. But it is still an incredibly fun game, okay? We all love Iron Man 3D. Release the source code, okay? Iron Man Advance. I have seen the first level of Iron Man Advanced. I've watched someone play a good bit of the first level of that game, and that's it. I know I need to beat it. I need to play it. I'm sure it's fucking Kino, okay? But I don't know enough about it to rate it. I don't want to give it a bad rating. I don't know anything about it. Hair Attack 1, another A tier game. Actually, goated game. Incredible game. It is so technically impressive. It's definitely not as polished as Iron Man 3D is. There's times where Air Attack looks like an AI generated video, but it is still an incredible game that is just a blast to play. I can remember a lot of levels from it. That's TK said he couldn't, I can. I can remember the fucking garden level, the level with the ants, the level where you free the bugs and they go, we're free. Or where you build the fucking, is it an Apache? I don't remember what it is. It's the best helicopter in the game. You gotta build it using pieces around a map. That's a really fun level. Air Attack 1, goated game, okay? Fucking complete Kino. Army Man, World War, Land, Sea, and Air. F tier. I agree with TKspence. I hate Land, Sea, and Air. I played I sat down for a month and I tried to beat all the World War PS1 games because I had just beaten Iron Man 3D, and I genuinely got to Land, Sea, and Air and I couldn't finish it and I stopped there. It is the second game in the World War series of games and I couldn't beat it. I didn't like it. There's a lot to it I just didn't enjoy. There's a lot of unremarkable levels. It all kind of bleeds together in my mind, besides the fucking the on-rail shooter levels, which I hated the on-rail shooter levels. So at best, it has levels I don't even remember. On my fucking highlights video that I did this year, I included a clip from me playing Land, Sea, and Air. And you can see it on my face. I am absolutely just bored out of my fucking mind. I only included it because it's a funny clip. Go ahead, pal. Work your magic. Where do you go? What do you do? Is he meant to be here? F tier. I'm sorry, Land, Sea, and Air lovers. Moving on, we have Portal Runner. Now, it really is unfortunate. I want to give Portal Runner a good rating. I haven't played enough of it, okay? I genuinely have not played enough of it to actually put it on the tier list, to be fair. There's some games I have played and I haven't finished, and I'm going to be putting it on this tier list. But I can't give Portal Runner a fair rating. I think I like Portal Runner. Like, I see gameplay of it, and it looks fun. It looks like a quality game. I just haven't played. I need to. It's on my fucking Armament shelf, my 3DO shrine, as I call it. It is on there. And I look at it and I go, damn, I should play Portal Runner one of these days. And I never do. It's this never-ending cycle of me never touching Portal Runner. So yeah, I can't rate Portal Runner. I can, however, rate Armament RTS, which I have beaten a couple of times. And yeah, S tier. It's RTS. It's like the most beloved game in the franchise. There's a lot of people whose only like interaction with this series is through RTS. And that's because they accidentally made such a good fucking RTS game that it almost fucking like it was rivaling. I gotta look this game up. Sorry, I had to look it up. I don't know why. I should have known the name of this game. It rivaled StarCraft 2 for a while. Like it was a real competition to StarCraft in terms of being the RTS game that people were playing. The levels are incredible. I think they're all fun. Like, there's probably a couple stinkers in there, but like overall, it's such a high quality game that like I can't even remember the bad levels if there are any. I think nothing but positively about RTS. I wish there was more cutscenes, like actual FMV cutscenes. I wish this game had a better budget and they just fucking went all out with like beautiful FMV Sergeant Heroes 2 level cutscenes between each level. I didn't know it would have been awesome, but unfortunately it is not have that. It has an awesome FMV cutscene in the beginning, but it is still just a goated game. Like you can't. RTS is really high up there. I should probably actually move these to how I feel about them. And unfortunately, RTS is definitely the higher of those two, or these three. And those two, yeah, that's how it goes. Moving on, Armament World War. I think it's a C tier game. I have not played the PC version of World at War. I played the PC version of World at War. I haven't played the PC version of Armament World War. And it is, the PS1 version's It's pretty good. Like, it is a good game. I think if you're an Armament fan, you should play it. But it kind of suffers from the same thing Land and Air did, where a lot of levels kind of bled together in my mind. And it's a good experience. I wish maybe I'll replay it one of these days. Maybe. Don't count on it. Final Fronts, like I said, I beat World War. It was a good time. I tried Land, Sea, and Air. I couldn't finish it, and I just gave up on the World War series. So I haven't even touched Final Front. It is in the unfortunate spot of being between Land, Sea, and Air, which is complete garbage, and Team Assault, which has actual cool things to it. It is in the unfortunate spot where I haven't even touched it because I would just go to Team Assault, I guess. Armament Green Rogue, another easy F tier. I don't entirely hate Green Rogue. I hate the fact that Green Rogue is a console game when it really shouldn't be. I think if you put Green Rogue on an arcade cabinet and it was an arcade experience where you try and just get through all these fucking unfair, same old levels, I think it could have done well as an arcade game. But it's not an arcade game. They sold this at stores to parents. The intro cutscene plays, and it's really fucking cool. Like, that is an awesome intro cutscene game. I'm like, you see it and you're like, oh my god, this is gonna be fucking Kino. This is gonna be awesome. And then you play it, and it's just this fucking like mush fest. It is horrible. It is complete slop. All the levels are so fucking similar. Like, it is just not fun at all. There isn't a single fun thing about it besides the FMV cutscenes. Like, I don't know what they were thinking when they were developing this game. Like, it is just horrible. It's widely considered one of the worst games of all time, and like, I don't disagree with that. I hate to say it. In the Green Nation United Discord server recently, they were talking about whether this, Green Rogue, or Soldiers of Misfortune was worse. And I told them, I think Green Rogue is worse because it, like, Soldiers of Misfortune knows what it is. It knows it's a fucking cash grab, but, like, Green Rogue has this cool-ass presentation, and it has music to it, and, like, really fucking high-quality FMV cutscenes and models, and then it's just this fucking piece of shit game that isn't even fun at all. Major Malfunction. I wanna defend Major Malfunction. Everyone hates Major Malfunction. I like how Major Malfunction looks. Fucking sue me, okay? Don't sue me. I'm poor. I like how it looks, but I haven't played it because the Xbox 360 is not backwards compatible with Major Malfunction, and original Xboxes are hard to get. I have a copy of Major Malfunction. I do. I wish I could play it. Fucking, they only put it on the Xbox here in the States. It's on the PS2 in Europe, PS2 and Xbox. Why didn't we here in the States get this fucking PS2 version? So that's annoying. Moving on to Sarge's Heroes 2. Now, really quick, I'm gonna add all of the versions of it. So I'll be right back. All right, ignore that. That looks bad. So this is the PS2 version. Now, this is going to be very controversial. PS2 version is C tier. It is C tier game. It has these beautiful, it has the best FMV cutscenes in the entire series, and it has so much of them. I want to get all my friends to watch these fucking cutscenes because they're so cool. But unfortunately, the cutscenes are tied to, or at least the highest quality version of those cutscenes. It looks really good. The graphics for Sergeant Heroes 2 and the PS2 are really impressive. But it is a very difficult game. I thought it was like a controversial statement until recently. TKspence mentioned it's a hard game, and I was like, thank you, finally, someone agrees with me. This is a hard fucking game. The NPCs die way too easily. It controls well, but I mean, you know, I'm not going to give it points for having decent controls. Fortunately, just its difficulty ruins a lot of its levels because it feels like bad level design. That's what I have to call it. It has bad level design, and it makes it not fun to play. Now, we move on to the PS1 version, and this also was a controversial take until recently when Joe and I were able to discuss this without Ivan butting in, calling it slop. The PS1 version of Sergeant Heroes 2 is surprisingly, like, really fucking fun. It is an arcadey feeling shooter. It's very chaotic, but like, it is fun. It's impressive the frame rate it runs at for a PS1 game that runs on the same engine as all the other PS1 Army Men fucking games. And it doesn't fucking run at like 2 frames per second like the other ones do. I love PS1 Sergeant Heroes 2. Maybe A tier is a bit much and I should put it in B tier. I'll probably put it in B tier. That feels like the safer. I feel bad putting it next to Army Men 1 and Army Men 3D. Especially Army Men 3D. Army Men Sergeant Heroes 2 on the PS1, it's really good. It's very better than Air Attack 2. Definitely better than Air Attack 2. And Sergeant Heroes 2 is probably better than World War, but you know. Now, this is completely biased, and I do not care. Sergeant Heroes 2 on the N64 is my all-time favorite Armin game. The controls on it are so fucking fluid and good. I love it. I love how that game feels. I want to play ROM hacks of Sergeant Heroes 2 and 64 till the dawn of to the end of time. I love how that game feels. I love flying through the fucking levels. It's the level design's incredible. They're very short levels, but I mean, there's a lot to them, I want to say, that make them very fun to replay. I love exploring every nook and cranny of them. And it never like feels unfair. I mean, like I think Cashier is annoying and difficult, but it never feels too unfair. Only thing I don't like about Cashier is those fucking 2 bazooka guys that spawn on the actual cash register after you open it. But besides that, like, it is very fair level design. I never like turn a corner and I get blasted the bazooka and it's like, God fucking damn it. I love Sergeant Heroes 2. N64, and I will defend that game to my final breath. Moving on to Sergeant's War. I didn't finish Sergeant's War. I have played enough of it. Trust me, I have played a lot of Sergeant's War, so I can confidently rate it. And I think I'm gonna put it in B tier, probably also in front of Aerotech 2. Honestly, I think Aerotech 2 is more. It should go in C tier, probably in there. I feel like that's a lot better. Sergeant's War is fun, but everyone talks about how edgy the story is, and it feels very uncharacteristic for the series. I just find it awkward fucking to be around, like, to watch it. Like, fucking, when I showed it to Fofa, it was kind of like, I mean, like, you know, I was taking it seriously and, like, talking about how serious it is, but, like, it's kind of cringe to fucking be around while those fucking cutscenes are playing. Like, I meme the hell out of that, like, final fucking cutscene with the Linkin Park song. And it's because, you know, it's funny, I guess. I don't know, man. It has really good gunplay. Probably the best gunplay in the series, I want to say. It's fun. I will say, it is a fun fucking game. But it really just doesn't have a lot of the identity the other games do. Everyone knows I'm a complete simp for the aesthetics of a game. And the aesthetics of World War are just all over the place, and I'm not a fan of them. But overall, it controls really well. It's fun to play. Not pretty, but, you know, what can you do? Okay, moving on to Sergeant Heroes 1. I don't know why TK added these games in such a weird order, but I'm going to start with the PS1 version of Sergeant Heroes 1. Now, this is kind of a controversial take, I guess. It's probably going to be the sole thing in D tier, but it is barely worth playing. I don't like the PS1 version of Sergeant Heroes 1. I think it controls well. That's the best thing I can say. It is ugly as sin. It's not very fun. The cutscenes are incredible. Sergeant Heroes 1 cutscenes. I wish it was on the PS2 so we could get better quality for the FMVs, or like get like a raw upload of them, so they're not in this ugly PS1 aspect ratio or resolution. But I just don't like Sergeant Heroes 1 PS1. I think it is, like, it's not too controversial, but like it is just not a good version of it. I think I'm thankful it exists. That way we have the, you know, FMV cutscenes, but it looks horrible. Like, I don't like playing it ever. It is not very fun to play. Whereas on the opposite side of the spectrum, Iron Man Sergeant Heroes 1 on the N64. I think that's another A tier. It's probably, I don't think I can put it above Iron Man 3D. Definitely higher than Iron Man 1. There's a reason why that is a lot of people's introduction to the series, and also the only game in the series they played. It is very fun. Great levels. There's a couple stinker levels in there, like really, really bad ones that I hate playing. But like overall, it is a fun fucking game. The controls need work. Like the controls in Sergeant Heroes 1, they drive people away. I get why all the game reviewers hate this game. I think they're overreacting on how bad the controls are, but the controls are pretty bad. That's why the Dreamcast version exists. Now, whenever I find people play the Dreamcast version, they're usually emulating it. And I'm not gonna lie, whenever you emulate this game, I don't know what it is, but the saturation on every fucking texture goes to shit, and it looks horrible. The colors are just way too bright. But if you play it on like an actual Dreamcast, it really isn't that bad. It is, I don't know why. It is a emulation issue, but it is. I'm gonna put it in S tier. It absolutely is the way to play Sergeant Heroes 1. Now, where am I gonna put it at on S tier? That is tough. It probably is the lowest on S tier, which is weird to say that, considering, you know, everyone should play it. I think it is more mandatory to play than any other game on the S tier. You need to play at least one version of Sergeant Heroes 1, okay? But this is the one to play. It is very fun. The controls are great. For some reason, also an emulator. I don't know why. What's up with Dreamcast emulators? But A lot of the times your inputs get eaten whenever you try and jump. I don't know what's up with that. It's the same on the N64 version with the emulator. I don't know why, but a lot of the times your jump input gets eaten. Whenever there's just like platforming, just save state beforehand. I don't care if you're gonna be a purist, just fucking save state. If you played it on console, you wouldn't have that issue. You would jump when you pressed A. I don't know why emulator does this, but it does. Moving on, Toys in Space. Remember I said that the PS1 version of Sergeant Heroes 1 would be the only one in D tier? I lied. It is, as D tier says, barely worth playing. That game is just so hard that it kind of ruins it. I'm really not a fan of the alien aspect of it. I think that goes so far against anything I enjoy about the series. And it kind of ruins it. Like, whenever I pull cutscenes from this game, I always pull from the first cutscene where they're grappling out of the helicopter and, like, only use that. If you go back to my videos, that's like the only, like, video I'd be using from that. Moving on. Turf Wars. Never played it. Should I play it? Leave a comment down below if I should play Turf Wars. Mobile Ops. I guess I want to play it. I haven't. I don't even know which phone it's for. I think it's for Nokia something. I don't know for certain. But the other phone game, Army Men Strike, which is not an Army Men game. Take-Two actually did a DMCA or something. And it is no longer called it's no longer called Army Men Strike. It is now called Toy Wars. That being said, I need to confess something. Not only have I played Army Men Strike, I have spent money on it. I know, fucking shoot me, I guess. I played it. It is kind of fun. It is kind of fun. I hate to say it. It has that mobile game charm of being kind of fun. There is a character in it I could get. There's a bundle for 99 cents, and she was broken. So I got that bundle. It's like a Harley Quinn. Maybe I'll upload an image. I'll put an image here of what she looks like. Yeah, I hate to say it. I bought money on this game. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I got 99 cents worth of enjoyment out of Army Men Strike. Sue me. That being said, it is not an Army Men game. It never should have been made. I don't disagree with that, but I mean, it is fun. If you like mobile games, fucking have a blast there. You thought I was gonna forget, didn't you? I didn't forget. Army Men 2 Game Boy Color. Only Game Boy Color Army Men game I have played. And you ready for this? C tier. Yes, I think of Army Men 2 Game Boy Color higher than all of these games. It's fun. It is a fun game. If you're looking for a quality experience, look elsewhere. If you're looking for a fun time, I suggest this. It is a very archaic game. It's fun to be dropped in a level of nothing and a tank is right in front of you and you gotta run around and try and scrounge up weapons on the map to kill the tank. I will say, the AI in Army Men 2 for the Game Boy Color is better than the AI in Army Men 2 on PC. And in fact, it's better than the AI in a lot of these games, which is really bad to fucking say. The AI is impressive, the way it walks around obstacles to try and get to you. And it will sometimes try and dodge, like, grenades you throw at it, I think. I was fucking impressed by the AI. I was like, oh my god. But yeah, Army Men 2, Game Boy Color, C tier. Alright, so I need to get ready for all the pipe bombs that are going to be in my mailbox. So take care, everyone. Bye. Hi, Editor Tlet here. Yeah, I actually found the tier list from the last time I did this. And, yeah, it's not good. I mean, a lot of the S tier and the A tier are very similar, funny enough. So that's about the same. But the other games kind of moved around. I put Sarge's War in C tier, which is kind of crazy. I put Toys in Space in B tier. God, what was wrong with me? I mean, TKspence likes Toys in Space, so I guess I was trying to be sympathetic, but yeah, no. I also ranked the games. I hadn't even played yet. I don't know what the fuck was up with that. And I also, notably, I don't think I actually like ranked the games on each tier. So like the order they're in on the tiers doesn't actually matter. I think, I don't know. There's something wrong with that dude who made this. Someone should find him and string him up and kill him. Okay, bye.